The incident. My fiancé looked me dead in the eye and said, "I'm keeping my ex-husband's last name after we marry. It just sounds better than yours." I simply nodded. Then I quietly returned her $8,000 wedding gown to the store and booked a solo flight to Tokyo. What she found hanging in her closet the next morning left her absolutely speechless. I, 29 male, was engaged to Vanessa, 27, for 6 months, with our wedding scheduled for next spring. Everything was perfect until last Monday at the county clerk's office. We were filling out the marriage license paperwork when the clerk asked if she would be changing her name. "No," she said, "I'm keeping Richardson." The clerk looked puzzled. "You mean just until the ceremony?" "No," Vanessa replied, "permanently." I was blindsided. "Richardson is your ex-husband's name." She shrugged. "I know, but honestly, Samuel Richardson sounds dignified. Samuel Kowalski? No offense, babe, but Polish names are so harsh." The clerk shifted uncomfortably in her seat. I sat there, my pen hovering over the paper. "You want to keep another man's name because mine isn't aesthetically pleasing?" "Don't be dramatic," she scoffed. "It's professional. Richardson opens doors. Kowalski is just so ethnic." The casual racism and entitlement spoken right in front of a government employee stunned me. She told me not to sulk, claiming it wasn't personal. "God, why are men so fragile?" she sighed. "It's 2024. This isn't anti-feminist. I just prefer the sound of his name. Would you rather I hyphenate? Richardson Kowalski is a mouthful." I signed the papers in silence and let her chatter about floral arrangements all the way home. The plan. That evening, I sat in the dark and thought. Tuesday morning, while she was at a spa day with her bridesmaids, I got to work. First stop, Kleinfeld's. I still had the receipt for the dress we bought 3 months ago. "I need to return this," I told the sales associate. "Oh, the Nina Tornai? Is everything okay?" "Wedding is off," I said flatly. Since it hadn't been altered yet, their policy allowed a return. I walked out with $8,437 credited back to my card. Next was David's bridal. I canceled the 6 bridesmaids' dresses and got the $1,800 deposit back. The venue was tougher. The manager pointed to the non-refundable deposit clause. "I'm canceling," I said. "Keep the initial deposit, but I want the rest." Because we were still 7 months out, I managed to get $4,500 back. I took a hit on the photographer, but recovered $2,000. Caterer? Full refund minus the tasting fees. By 3 p.m., I had recovered nearly $20,000. I stopped by the boutique where she was registered and explained the situation. The manager, looking sympathetic, agreed to notify guests that gifts should be returned. "Another woman?" she asked softly. "Another man, actually, her ex-husband. She seemingly can't let him go." Final stop, the travel agent. I booked a 2-week solo trip to Japan, a bucket list destination for me. First-class flights, luxury hotels, the works. I was leaving Thursday, in 48 hours. I went home, moved all her belongings into the guest room, and took down her wedding vision board. In its place, I pinned up my flight itinerary. Then the pièce de résistance. In her closet, inside the pristine Kleinfeld garment bag where her $8,000 dress used to be, I left a note. "Since you prefer the name Richardson to Kowalski, I figured Richardson should pay for your dress. Good luck." Next to the note, I hung a large Polish flag. Petty? Yes. Satisfying? Absolutely. The fallout. She came home around 7 p.m. glowing. "Babe, look at my nails. Perfect for the engagement photos." I was on the couch, passport on the table. "That's nice." "What's with the passport?" "Trip to Japan. I leave Thursday." "We didn't plan a trip." "I did. Solo." She laughed. "Stop being dramatic about the name thing. We have planning to do." "There is no wedding, Vanessa. I canceled everything today." Her smile dissolved. She sprinted to the bedroom. I heard the closet door fly open, followed by silence, then a scream. She stormed out, holding the flag and the note. "You returned my dress? That was my dream dress." "You should have dreamed of taking my name then. You kept your ex-husband's name because mine was too ethnic. That's a deal breaker." She started rage texting everyone. Then her mom called, screaming at me. "She returned the dress because she's keeping Richardson. She thinks my name is trash." The screaming on the other end stopped. Apparently, Vanessa had left that part out. I heard her mom mutter, "Disrespectful girl," before Vanessa hung up on her. She tried calling the boutiques, but one by one she realized the money was back in my account. "You stole my money," she cried. "I took back my money. You paid for the cake tasting, keep the $500. "We can postpone," she bargained, panic setting in. "No, we're done. You dismissed my heritage and humiliated me. It's over." Update 1. The group chat implosion. Wednesday brought chaos. Vanessa, an aspiring influencer with 15,000 followers, woke up to comments asking why she was keeping her ex-husband's name. Someone had screenshotted her old posts about keeping Richardson for professional reasons. She tried to play the victim, but her own circle turned on her. Her dad called me, a solid Italian immigrant who had anglicized his own name years ago to fit in. "I'm sorry, Samuel," he said. "I raised her better. Kowalski is a strong name. Keep your pride. Enjoy Japan." Even her dad saw through her. Then her group chat leaked. Screenshots were sent to me. Her friends were asking why she wouldn't take my name. "Vanessa, Kowalski is just so, ethnic." Friend 1. "Wow, that's actually racist." Vanessa, "It's not. It's aesthetic." Friend 2, who is Polish, "I'm out." 3 bridesmaids left the chat. By Thursday morning, she was begging me not to leave. "I'll hyphenate," she cried. "Richardson Kowalski." "Just Kowalski?" I asked. Silence. "That's what I thought. You want the wedding, not the marriage." I got in the Uber. The last thing I heard was her screaming about the Polish flag. Final update. Recent developments. Japan was life-changing. I turned off my phone and found peace. When I finally checked my messages a week later, it was a war zone. 200+ texts. Day 2. "Please come back." Day 5. "My parents are ashamed of me." Day 7. Derek, the ex, texted me laughing. Yes, even Derek heard about it. He posted on Facebook, "For the record, I've been asking Vanessa to change her name back for 3 years. Team Kowalski." The real kicker is that Vanessa worked in DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. The irony was lost on her, but not on the internet. A TikTok summarizing the story, "Bride rejects fiancé's ethnic name for her exes," went viral with 2.3 million views. Someone sent the screenshots of her ethnic comments to her HR department. She is currently on unpaid leave pending investigation. I've been back for a month now. The trip reset my perspective. I realized I'd been tolerating small disrespects for too long. I've started seeing a woman named Anya, who happens to be Polish and thinks Kowalski is a powerful name. Vanessa is single, living with her parents, and still a Richardson. She tried to re-buy the dress, but the designer released a new line, making her dream dress last season news. She bought it anyway, at a discount. It's now hanging in her parents' closet with nowhere to go. I still have that Polish flag. It hangs in my living room now. Turns out clinging to your ex's name because you're embarrassed by your fiancé's heritage is a fantastic way to end up with no fiancé. Na zdrowie.